Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cerritos College's 2019 Commencement Ceremony.
Damas y caballeros, bienvenidos al comienzo ceremonial del Colegio de Cerritos del año 2019.
Please welcome the Board of Trustees, College Administration, and special guests.
Por favor, den la bienvenida a la Junta Directiva, la Administración y los invitados especiales.
Please welcome the Board of Trustees, College Administration, and special guests.
Por favor,
Please welcome the faculty of Cerritos College.
Favor de darle la bienvenida a la facultad del Colegio de Cerritos.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. We are proud to present the Cerritos College graduating class of 2019.
Damas y caballeros, su atención, por favor. Cerritos College está orgulloso de presentarles la clase del 2019.
Ladies
Good evening. Welcome to the 61st Annual Cerritos College Commencement Exercises. My name is Dr. Jose Fierro, and I'm the President Superintendent of Cerritos College. At this time, it is my honor to invite all who are able to stand for the national anthem performed by the Cerritos College Concert Band. Thank you. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce the members of the Board of Trustees, college leadership, and honor guests. Ms. Carmel Avalos, President of the Board of Trustees. Ms. Marisa Perez, Vice President of the Board of Trustees. Ms. Marta Camacho Rodriguez, Clerk of the Board of Trustees. Mr. Zurich Lewis, Member of the Board of Trustees. Dr. Sandra Salazar, Member of the Board of Trustees. Mr. James Cody Berkey, Member of the Board of Trustees. Dr. Chin Liu, Member of the Board of Trustees. And last but not least, to the student trustee, Phil Herrera. Now, the college administration. Mr. Felipe Lopez, Vice President of Business Services. Dr. Adriana Flores Church, Vice President, Human Resources. Mr. Rick Miranda, Vice President, Academic Affairs. Dr. Dilcy Perez, Vice President, Student Services. Dr. Andrew Maas, Faculty Senate Vice President. Ms. Kathy Assam, Associated Student President. Mr. Christopher Rodriguez, Associated Student President. And our speaker for this evening, who will be formally introduced in a moment, Mr. Eddie Draper. Ms. Avalos, members of the Board of Trustees, graduates, faculty, staff, administrators, guests, and family members, welcome to the 61st Annual Cerritos Commencement Ceremony. Buenas tardes y bienvenidos. Es un placer tenerlos a todos con nosotros esta tarde. So, welcome again, proud parents, grandparents, brothers and sisters and aunts and uncles and friends of our graduates. Thank you for being here with us today. Welcome, dedicated faculty, staff, trustees, and alumni here with us. And most importantly, welcome and congratulations to the Cerritos College graduating class of 2019. Today, we are celebrating for the fourth year in a row the largest graduating class in the history of Cerritos College. But who is counting, right? Today, we will award nearly 5,000 degrees and certificates. Yes, that's big. Exceeding our previous record by almost 1,500. I want you to feel proud of your accomplishments because we all know this has not been an easy task. Graduation is an emotional time. You are happy to be done and proud of your accomplishments, but sad to leave your friends and mentors. And maybe even a bit anxious about what lies ahead. As you look at the faces of your family members and friends, you are grateful for their love and support. Today's ceremony provides us with the opportunity to reflect on the spirit that defines your class, to celebrate the knowledge that you have acquired, and to look forward to the exciting potential that you have to offer for our future. In my opinion, what defines your class is determination, and you are going to demonstrate that right now. Please stand if you are the first in your family to graduate from college and remain standing. Now, please stand if you are a single mother or father. Stay standing, please. Remain standing, please. Please stand if you struggle financially to get here today. And please stand if you feel proud of your accomplishments. You see, you proved it. Please be seated. Quite often, when we are facing difficult situations, people say, just do it. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Do you think that is an actual true statement? I do. I believe that overcoming adversity makes you stronger, or at least better at handling everyday hassles. At the end of the day, handling everyday hassles make you stronger. They even made a song about this. People who successfully overcome personal hardships become more resilient and more capable of navigating difficult situations than their peers who did not face such hardships. However, what doesn't kill you make you stronger has a limit. Too many challenges at the same time can overwhelm us and lead to frustration, lack of confidence, and lack of drive. Hence, the importance of building support systems to help us overcome obstacles and reach our goals. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Do not hesitate to tap into your support system. Ask for help is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of strength. Knowing your limits is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of strength. The type of strength you need to achieve your goals. Achieving your goal is the first step towards achieving your dreams. However, resiliency and strength are not the only things you need to achieve your dreams. You need to prepare, you need to plan, and you need to execute your plan to perfection. It is imperative that you learn who you are. You must learn your flaws and embrace them. That way, no one can use them against you. And you can always use your flaws to make a bad situation better. Serena Williams does this by playing tennis from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Then she works on her body's strength and mobility for an additional 4 hours, for a total of 8 hours a day of practice and preparation. In other words, Serena prepares for anything that could happen during a game. Not only she has visualized it, but she has prepared for it and is able to deal with any situation better than most of her rivals, making her one of the best athletes and role models of our time. Based on my observations, there are a few different types of people in life. The first type of people are the blamers. Blamers are individuals that go through life blaming others for their mistakes, for their lack of success, or for any type of adversity they face. The second group of people sometimes we find during our lives are the criers. The criers feel frustrated by all setbacks, get defeated, and do not bounce back from adversity. Then, we have people like you, determined people, just like all of you here today. Determined people are capable of overcoming obstacles in life, people who are focused on their goals and are fully invested in their own success. That is you. I know many of you, and many of you have shared your personal struggles with me. I know some of you have experienced homelessness, hunger, home violence, and many other obstacles that could have prevented you from graduating. You focus on your goal, overcame adversity, and here we are, celebrating your accomplishments. It is important to learn from these experiences in order to continue to achieve success. It is important to use your experiences as a motivation to overcome your next obstacle. You, as a Cerritos College graduate, have a secret weapon at your disposal. This secret weapon will always give you the competitive advantage to overcome any challenge you may face. The secret weapon you have is your hunger to succeed, the same hunger and motivation that got you here today. Use your hunger and motivation as an internal driver to outperform and outwork your competition. Use your hunger and motivation to help others in need. Just like you receive support from others to get here today, use this hunger and motivation when you need it most, as inspiration to pick yourself up to get to your goals. As Will Smith said, the only thing that I see is distinctly different about you and me is that I'm not afraid to die on a treadmill. I will not be outworked, period. You may have more talent than me. You may be smarter than me. You may be sexier than me. And you may be all those things, but if we get on the treadmill together, there are two things you should know. You are getting off first, or I'm gonna die on it. It is really that simple. The person who is willing to hustle the most is going to be the person to get that loose ball. The majority of people who are not getting to the places they want or are not achieving the things they want is strictly based on hustle. It is strictly based on being outworked. It is strictly based on missing crucial opportunities. Do not be outworked. Congratulations, class of 2019. Use your hunger and motivation to outwork anyone and anything that challenge you. And now, I would like to welcome to the podium Ms. Kathy Assam, President of the Associated Students of Cerritos College, to introduce our commencement speaker. Ms. Assam.
Good evening. Mr. Eric Draper is a graduate of Cerritos College and California State University, Long Beach. He also served as President George W. Bush's chief photographer for the entire 8 years of the Bush presidency, photographing him daily in his activities at the office, abroad, and in his personal life. Mr. Draper was named Special Assistant to the President and is the first White House photographer to be named a commissioned officer to a U.S. president. Also, during his tenure, Mr. Draper directed the photographic and archival conversion of the White House photo office from film to digital and took nearly 1 million photos documenting the presidency. Prior to joining the White House, Mr. Draper was West Regional Enterprise Photographer for the Associated Press. He has also worked as a staff photographer for the Seattle Times, the Pasadena Star-News, and the Albuquerque Tribune. In 2014, he was inducted into the Cerritos College Hall of Fame as a distinguished alumnus. He is currently a freelance corporate and editorial photographer based in Rio Rancho, New Mexico, where he lives with his wife and 2 dogs, and he is an obsessive LA Laker fan. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Eric Draper, the 2019 commencement speaker.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Kathy. That was a great introduction. So, Cerritos College graduates, family members, and faculty, it's a great honor and a privilege to be a part of this celebration today. And before I get started, I want to acknowledge a couple of special people in the audience today. First of all, my sister is out there. She can still boast that she gave me my first camera when I was 12 years old. And my mother, June, without her love, her support, and encouragement, I wouldn't be here today. My mom was the first person to discover my talent in photography. She framed and displayed my first photographs when I was young in our home. So Cerritos College graduates, this day is all about you. That's right. And when I look around and I see the sea of graduates in front of me, it's like looking into a mirror. First of all, you wouldn't believe, if you knew me 35 years ago, you wouldn't believe it that I'll be standing here talking to you. First of all, I was painfully shy. Still am in some ways. And I really didn't say a whole lot back then, but I was lucky because I fell in love with photojournalism, and I found something that I wanted to do back then. And I started taking classes here at Cerritos College during my senior year in high school, actually. And during my first semester, a friend of mine talked me into joining the Talon Marks newspaper staff. And at that time, I was the one and only photographer on staff. So they made me chief photographer. Pretty convenient. My camera became a ticket to explore life. Photography gave me the confidence that I lacked. Back then, I thought the coolest thing in the world was to sit on the sidelines of a football game or on the court, on the baseline of a basketball court, and capture the emotion and action of a college sporting event. And then the cherry on top was having the photos published the next day in the Talon Marks with my byline under it. And that was before the pre-digital days. That was all analog back then, all film, no preview screen on the back of the camera, no computer, no iPhone. Can you imagine that today? I didn't even have a cell phone back then. I developed a passion for photojournalism here at Cerritos College, and I used that passion to develop into a 4-year degree at Long Beach State University. That's where I met my wife, Carly. We're both on the newspaper staff there. But these days, the most frequently asked question I get is, how did you become the White House photographer? How do you get a job like that? Well, in the spring of 1999, I was a staff photographer with the Associated Press, and it was an assignment. They gave me the assignment to cover Texas Governor George W. Bush, who was about to announce he was running for president. Well, little did I know, I was taking my first step on my road to the White House. I traveled with the candidate back then, along with many other journalists. It was a thrilling experience to travel around the country for 18 months, documenting the election process. But when the campaign was finished, I retreated back to Albuquerque, New Mexico, where I was living at the time. But you might remember back in 2000, November of 2000, the election wasn't decided that night. You might remember the Florida recount. Well, while the Chads were being counted in Florida, I was just curious about who became the White House photographer. And the more I investigated, the more I discovered I actually had a shot at this job. And I thought to myself, why not ask for the job? But I knew I had to make a personal pitch. So they say that timing is everything. Well, Vice President Gore had just conceded. President-elect Bush invited me and other journalists and staff to the governor's mansion in Austin, Texas for a Christmas party. So this is where I was going to make my pitch. This is my chance. So I took a page out of the president's campaign playbook where he would say, I'm going to look you in the eye and ask you for the job. I want to be your president. Well, that's what I did at the party. So with my wife coaching me on the sidelines to make my move at the party, and I walked up to President-elect Bush and I said, thank you for inviting us to the party. By the way, I want to be your personal photographer. And I didn't blink. And he looked at me for a long minute. He looked away and he said, I'll get back to you. I really appreciate it. I'll get back to you. And, you know, I came prepared. I had a portfolio. I had a cover letter that I left with staff. Well, a week later, I was called back to Austin, Texas for an interview with incoming Chief of Staff Andy Card. He pretty much offered me the job on the spot. And a couple of things he asked me. He asked me, can I manage? And I had an office to run. I had staff to hire. And my answer to him was, yes, sir. But to be honest, I hadn't managed anything at that stage. But I'll never forget what he told me at that interview. He said that working at the White House was like trying to drink water from a fire hose at full throttle. And he was right. 9/11, the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq, the Space Shuttle Columbia disaster, funerals for 2 presidents and a pope. There was another close presidential election in 2004, Hurricane Katrina, the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. I traveled to 70 countries with President Bush, all 49 states. Sorry, Vermont, we didn't make it there. The storage for the digital database came in around 50 terabytes of information. So on my very first official day on the job, I was standing at the top of the stairs of the airplane waiting to take us to Washington. And I took pictures of the president-elect walking up the stairs, holding his cowboy hat in one hand, and looking back at Texas for the last time before being sworn in as the 43rd president. As I captured that moment, he walked up to me and shook my hand, and he said, welcome aboard, Eric. We will see the world together. We will see everything. And that was the beginning of my front row seat to history for the next 8 years. And we did see the world together. From the prairies of Crawford, Texas, to the sands of Abu Dhabi, I documented the president's every move on 9/11, the day the world changed. I stood just inches from the president when he stood in front of on the rubble at Ground Zero, where the Twin Towers once stood in New York City. During that moment, I captured him as he picked up the bullhorn and he lifted the spirits of the brave firefighters and our country. I also met some very interesting people along the way during my years at the White House. I met the Pope, actually 2 popes. I met Nelson Mandela, and I also had the opportunity to meet Queen Elizabeth II, but in an embarrassing way. I have to tell you the story. So in the spring of 2007, the Queen Elizabeth and her husband, Prince Philip, were at the White House. They had a South Lawn arrival ceremony, and after the ceremony, the President and Mrs. Bush took them on a tour of the residence. And the first place they stopped was the Queen's room, which actually is named after a lot of the royal visitors. And so I was like hot on the heels of the Queen and Mrs. Bush as they disappeared into the bedroom. Well, as I followed the Queen, I actually followed her into the bathroom. And I just realized my mistake, and I did an about face, and then there was Prince Philip standing right in front of me. And his words to me were, "Are you following her to the loo?" with a straight face. And lucky for me, he burst out in laughter, and we didn't cause an international incident. Cerritos College gave me a foundation, a base. It gave me skills and knowledge to build on. Cerritos College gave me a path to stay on. I didn't realize it at the time, and you may not realize it, but you're on a long journey. I didn't know in my wildest dreams that my journey would ever end in a place like the White House, but it did. So Cerritos College, class of 2019, my message to you is never underestimate yourself. Never be afraid to ask for what you want. Don't let your fears hold you back. It can be you. Just ask. Thank you.
Class of 2019, welcome and congratulations. This next song is a dedication to all of us, for we are accomplishing great things in our lives. This is you. This is me. This is us.
A stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, 'cause we don't love you who you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. Darkest words wanna calm me down. I'm gonna send a flood, I'm gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am proof, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. it hits my skin so far away. 'Cause today I won't let the shame sink in. We are bursting through the barriers and reaching for the sun. Yeah, that's what we've become, but I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are warriors. When the darkest words wanna calm me down, I'm gonna send a flood, I'm gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am proof, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. And I know that I deserve your love, and I know that I am worthy of. This is you, this is me, this is us.
Congratulations!
Good evening. I'm Andrew Maas, Vice President of the Faculty Senate. In a few moments, it'll be my honor, on behalf of the faculty, to present the Cerritos College Class of 2019, including those who will be receiving Certificates of Achievement, Certificates of Completion, Associate in Arts degree, or the Associate in Science degree. These are significant accomplishments. Students being awarded the certificates have completed a specialized concentration of courses in a particular field. These courses have been given them the expertise in their field and ready them for employment or other pursuits after completion. Students receiving degrees have completed some 60 units. As with those who have earned certificates, they have completed a concentration in a specialty area or major. They have also completed a broad array of general education courses in English, math, as well as the physical and natural sciences, humanities, fine arts, and the social sciences. At this time, I would ask all candidates for degrees and certificates who are able to please stand. I think that's everybody. Thank you. As Vice President of the Faculty Senate, and on the recommendation of the faculty of Cerritos College, I am proud to present the Cerritos College Class of 2019.
Thank you, Dr. Mas. Dear President Avalos, I certify that these candidates for graduation have completed all the requirements for the Associate in Arts degree, Associate of Science degree, Certificate of Achievement, or Certificate of Completion, and I therefore recommend that the Board of Trustees confer upon them their respective degrees and certificates.
Good afternoon, muy buenas tardes y bienvenidos a nuestro Colegio Comunitario de Cerritos. As the board president and as a very proud first-generation Latina, I am here to, right? Arriba los mexicanos. And all of the immigrants, go Dreamers. ¿Dónde está mi gente? And as the board president, and by the power vested in me by the state of California, loving Cali, and as president of this amazing board at Cerritos College, I confer upon you the degrees or certificates in the areas which you have chosen and have been presented with, all of the rights and responsibilities and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations, and you may be seated.
All right, and now we will proceed to the awarding of the degrees and certificates. So please, the board from the platform, help me go down to our respective areas.
As we prepare to present the graduates, faculty marshals will guide the rows of graduates to the stage. Each graduate will be honored on stage, receive a scroll, and be formally photographed. Following the ceremony, graduates will exchange the scroll for the formal diploma cover. In support of each graduate, we expect every graduate to remain for the entire ceremony. Now to the presentation of the graduates.
Rosa Martínez. Christopher Sane.
Brian Salas.
Surama Engracia Rodríguez.
Kathleen Voiles.
Gloria Ceballos.
Kayla Johnson.
Gerardo Garcia.
Gladys Reina.
Megan White.
Fátima Mederos.
Iman Ali.
Jennifer Herrera with high honors.
Ana Robledo.
Luis Lemos.
Natalie Vasquez with honors.
Peter Cho.
Miguel Ángel Francisco Quesada Briceño.
Jocelyn Angel.
David Gudiño.
Denise Martinez.
Dante D'Ambrosio, with highest honors.
Melissa Ramos.
Norma Albarrán.
Susana Casas.
Fernando Villalobos Jr.
Jaime Silva, with honors.
Brandy Leakley.
Gerardo Castro González.
Stephanie Perez.
Deborah Grandin.
Alicia Rodriguez.
Melissa Maria Rice, with honors.
Jennifer Ornelas, with highest honors.
Vanessa Edesa.
Yesenia Andrade Aguilar.
Alma Guadalupe Torres.
Marissa Leanne Garcia, with highest honors.
Priscilla Torres.
Teresa Anguikeme, with honors.
Candice Ross.
Monique Vallejo, with highest honors.
Salomon Abdel Aziz, with highest honors.
Danielle Thacker Donahue, with highest honors.
Edwin Flores.
Mari Mullen Ratcliffe.
Giselle Rodriguez.
Latanya Alton, with highest honors.
Vanessa Isita.
Sierra Carlberg, with highest honors.
Virginia Salazar, with honors.
Sarah Rose, with highest honors.
Gabriela Gallardo.
Justine Rapp.
Patricia Lopez.
Juan Manuel Galvan, with highest honors.
Christina Kennedy.
Valerie Rodriguez.
Victoria Verdugo.
Janeth Ramos.
Miguel Gutierrez Fabián.
That's right. Amber Alexandria Acosta.
Andrew Gomez.
Janelle Benosa.
Kevin Puertas, with honors.
Mohammed Amir, with highest honors.
Zulma Cepeda.
Daisy Perez Villaseñor.
Trinidad Hernández.
Lisbeth Borrallo, with highest honors.
Diana Guadalupe Hernández, with highest honors.
Cynthia Herrera Gudino.
Susenia Villegas, with highest honors.
Megan Schrader.
Naima Hawkins, with highest honors.
Nicole Ashkar.
Jennifer Martinez.
Angel Avina.
Deanna Anderson with highest honors.
Vanessa Yanes with highest honors.
Nicole Sonia Mishery.
Lauren Villagran.
Sonia Lay with honors.
Sandra Pulido with honors.
Michelle Samuano.
Selena Murillo with highest honors.
Ishmael Albert.
Heidi Ayala with highest honors.
Melissa Miranda.
Sabrina Lopez.
Miguel Perez.
Samara Calhuda Galvez.
María Ruiz Limón.
Sergio Vasquez with honors.
Snyder Garcia with highest honors.
Angie Reyes.
Carelia Jauregui.
Anthony Carrasco.
Jesselyn Moreno with highest honors.
Fabiola Martinez.
Michaela Gonzalez with honors.
Adriana Jasso.
Monique Ortiz.
Raimundo Molina with honors.
Janelyn Lorente with honors.
Giselle Nunez with highest honors.
Kathleen Voiles with highest honors.
Javier Juarez with highest honors.
Doris Kressler with honors.
Ricardo Ceballos with highest honors.
Michelle Canto.
Samuel Melara.
Dominique Bautista with honors.
Gabriela Martinez Ortega with honors.
Andrea Vialta with honors.
Latricia Tramble.
Taylor Ogata.
Jordan Aldama.
Diwa De Hoya with highest honors.
Rosendo Farias.
Jasmine Villamil.
Andrew Betancourt.
Teresa Flores.
Veronica Mireles.
Noah Osterhout.
Juan Becerra.
Ismael Vega.
Bianca Lemus.
Angel Ezekiel Salcido.
Joshua Mondragon.
Jason Nettles with highest honors.
Jasmine Banuelos de la Cruz.
Omar Garcia.
Brittany Cotero.
Jamie Perales with honors.
Antonio Ambris.
Samantha Navarro.
Adrienne Ibarra.
Jenny Beth Barra.
Gerardo Lopez.
Quinay Monique Austin.
Amanda Black.
Natalia Anisa Vasquez with honors.
Arlene Grau with honors.
Vivian Ulloa.
Alexis Torres Libid.
Nelson Mandujano.
Katrina Noel Brandoni with honors.
Marisela Flores with highest honors.
Priscilla Olea Angelito.
Ronnie Otero.
Mesli Magali Morales.
Joseph Escandon with honors.
Kayla Cruz.
Sadie Campuzano.
Savannah Medina.
Monse Swastigi.
Bryant Avalos with honors.
Ashley Cedillos with honors.
What's your name?
Elizabeth Sanchez with honors. Karina Garcia with honors.
Orse Aguirre.
Mario Varela.
Dennis Contreras with highest honors.
Christine Champitas with honors.
Cody Wilkes.
Guadalupe Cecín Perez with highest honors.
I love these. Charlie Hill with highest honors.
Nathan Olmos.
Marilyn Cabrera with highest honors.
Jeremiah Crutcher with honors.
Melissa Merchant.
Kiara Henderson.
Molly B. Martinez with highest honors.
Heidi Bensberg.
Beatriz Rojas with honors.
John Latorre with honors.
Fernando Gomez with honors.
Candice Salzman.
Monica Argueta with honors.
Stephen Camacho.
Janelle Nares.
Ronnie Wilson.
Joaquin Cuevas.
Karina Zapata with honors.
Rogelio Daniels Negrete.
Oscar Monroy with honors.
Juan Manuel Torres Jr.
Christian Santifer with honors.
Anthony Ochoa.
Winston Moen.
Robbie Clavano.
Crystal Villalobos.
Miguel de la Rosa with honors.
Angelica Vargas.
Alan Flores.
Raquel Manzo.
Ana Ortiz. Andrew Arias with highest honors.
Juridet de Chaputuam with honors.
Erica Celaya.
Courtney Gibson.
Vanessa Bonilla.
Chelsea Brown.
Cynthia Martinez with honors.
Chauncey Brown.
Minerva Avalos.
Emily Star Rascon de Santos.
Lady Narvaez.
Slater Bailoff with highest honors.
Francesca Ricart.
Logan Gaston.
Rory Downey with highest honors.
Jessica Arjona.
Vanessa Sutton with honors.
Carlos Brito with highest honors.
R.B. Wilson.
Giselle Bernal with honors.
Jorge Renteria with highest honors.
Veronica Solorzano with honors.
Desiree Noriega. Gabriela Gomez.
Nanati Ala Fala Ula.
Laura Ramos.
Maya Hill. I needed her to say her name. Brianna West.
Tran Chung with honors.
Brianna West. Tanya White.
Noemi Acuna.
Tanya White. I was like,
Maria Sanchez Castro.
Gail Oliver with highest honors.
Brandy Ray Kennedy.
Austin Mao with honors.
Luis Moreno Juarez.
Marisela Garcia with highest honors.
Ariana Siosin Archer with highest honors.
Darnina Fallons Pryor with highest honors.
Jasmine Guadalupe Castellones Rivera with honors.
Andrea Paez with honors.
Maria Lopez.
Sandra Machaki.
Danielle Johnson.
Nathaniel Holguin.
Hang on, Denise Smith with honors.
Giovanni
Highest honor.
Rodriguez.
Alondra Zuniga.
Oscar Adan Vargas.
Linda Galvan with highest honors.
Juan Carlos Barrios.
Jennifer Guardado with highest honors.
Okay. Minerva Alcalá Mendoza with honors.
Nestle Signs with honors.
Patricia Barcarze with honors.
Yara Medrano.
Mauricio Nava.
Khalifa Williams.
Kevin Alba.
Sheikah Jackson with honors.
Randy Lynn Schneider.
Theodore Miller.
Cynthia Valladolid Vergara.
Chantrell Young with honors.
Alexander Jones Petty.
Perla Rodriguez.
Courtney Fogg.
Adriana Lynn Rodriguez with honors.
Melinda Vasquez.
Elaine Irene Carrillo.
Leslie Ramos.
Carol Atkins with honors.
Juan Carlos Serna Díaz.
Hector Medina.
Daniela Lomelli.
Parker Rivera with highest honors.
Stephen Wiskovich. Jacob Stephen Wiskovich with highest honors.
Brent Legaspi with highest honors.
Jennifer Ruby Reynaga with highest honors.
John Estela.
Elvia Canche.
Rodrigo Reyes Valadez.
Jessica Gomez with honors.
Yesenia Peña.
José Roberto Álvarez.
Brenda Reyes Valadez with honors.
Felix España.
Carlos Diaz Soto.
Michael Anasalaga.
Gilberto Cuevas.
Sydney Romero with honors.
Tina Vejar with highest honors.
Shirley Stahl with highest honors. Elizabeth Ochoa with highest honors.
Ji Hao Feng with highest honors.
Angela Velasquez.
Reham Zind with honors.
Daniel Kulahai.
Justina Bishara with honors.
Karen Carrillo.
Paulette Terran.
Fernando de la Cruz with honors.
Tyler Stafford with honors.
Victoria Alexandra Medina with highest honors.
Halen Marin.
Zeta Brown.
Janae Anisha Luna Matangi with honors.
Daniela Trujillo with highest honors.
Alexis Hansberry with highest honors.
Cindy Guzman with honors.
Nicholas Julian Cisneros.
Elizabeth Gonzalez with highest honors.
Kiana Latricia Jones.
Wendy Itzel Mendoza with honors. Woo!
Roxana Gonzalez.
Kesia Lopez with highest honors.
Brian Rodas with honors.
Guadalupe Romero with honors.
Teresa Rosata with honors.
Juana Rios.
Maribel Hernandez.
Carmelita Islas Mendez.
Argelia Velasco.
Guadalupe Cristal Zaragoza with honors.
Natalie Rodriguez.
Marilyn Parra.
Katrina Garcia with highest honors.
Sandra Ortiz.
Sovanika Tush, with highest honors.
Carlos Ruiz.
Carlos Guevara.
Julissa Villalobos.
Stephanie Garcia.
Yunes Barron.
Ninette Suliasar.
Cindy Cañas.
Oscar Castillo.
Christopher Martinez.
Miguel Vera.
Natalia Escobar.
Hector Luis Hernandez Jr.
Priscilla Lira with honors.
Leonard Tucker III.
Elizabeth Guzman.
Kelly Lamb with honors.
Francis Pasillas.
Tara Olson.
Lisette Bernal.
Christopher Nick Munoz with highest honors.
Moa Lindstrom with highest honors.
Brandon Hidalgo.
Jose Palacios.
Stephanie Garcia.
Jasmine Ortiz.
Stephanie Cortez.
Carmen Marina Cervantes with honors.
Annabelle Perez.
Giselle Roman.
Erica Fernandez with honors.
Jenny Gonzalez with honors.
Jacqueline Castro.
Taryn Borden with highest honors.
Leo Lebrec.
Yvette Sanchez.
Oscar Regosa with highest honors.
Sadie Marroquin.
Rogelio Soto with honors.
Damaris Anaí Soto.
Stephanie Romero.
Cintily Clemente.
Julia Rodriguez.
Melissa Damian with honors.
Stephanie Guerrero with highest honors.
Karina Marta Elena Alvarez.
Karina Lopez.
Carla Yvette Silva. Woo!
Stefani Brizuela Sanchez.
Jennifer Rodriguez.
Humberto Conrique.
Daisy Fuentes.
Janelle Villegas with honors.
Mónica Fuentes.
Brenda Barajas with highest honors.
Nadia Perez.
Leslie Fuentes.
Jesus Mejia.
Jalissa Salas.
Lynette Marchand.
Eric Buelna.
Raúl Rivas.
Cristina Gutierrez Mendoza.
Brittany Hill with honors. Yes.
Nicholas Sinet with highest honors.
Katie Jones with highest honors.
Raquel Caballero.
Omar Torres Domínguez.
Michael Lee.
Jennifer Alamgir.
Vanessa Torres Celaya with highest honors.
María Elena Adame.
Christina Mota with honors.
Emma Agyan Stevens with highest honors.
Tabitha Babich with honors.
Sarah Cunico.
Sandra Serrano.
Nazarin Lim Sandgill with highest honors.
Stephanie Flores.
Brittany Allison Guara with highest honors.
Pedro Becerra with honors.
Ashley Marie Garcia.
Markel Pierce.
Caitlin Sandoval with honors.
Jesse Aguirre Hernandez.
Jacqueline Navarro with highest honors.
Nicole Frias with highest honors.
Ashley Lovillo Cespedes with honors.
Philip Frias with honors.
Catherine Samantha Maldonado with highest honors.
Guadalupe Zamora with highest honors.
Ashley Sedano Lopez with honors.
Angelia Estrada.
Brenda Sanchez Carrillo with honors.
Nicole Tryon with highest honors.
Alexis Piña Montiel with highest honors.
Mary Jones with honors.
Nidia Loesa.
Eduardo Banda with honors.
Michelle Carrillo.
Allison LaFleche Brialt with honors.
Marvin Katana.
Richer Brialt.
Ana Orozco.
Tiffany Danielle Douglas.
Jocelyn Rivas with honors.
Brian Losada.
Catherine Lua Nunez with honors.
Alejandra Ceja with honors.
Jennifer Astanobi with highest honors.
Charisse Swansea.
Michelle Astanobi with honors.
Byron Monroy.
Sergio Zuniga.
Megan Luevano.
Marla Valdez with honors.
Angela Marlene Henderson.
Ashley Vasquez with honors.
Sandra Lopez.
Gloria Gonzalez with honors.
Ivan Mercado.
Lizette Valdez with honors.
Chancey Lang.
Shilpa Patuarden with highest honors.
Alexa Mendoza with highest honors.
Diane Davila. with high honors.
Brian Ayala.
Denny Miranda with high honors.
Andrew Beltran.
Andrea Yvette Chavez with honors.
Ronald Najarro.
Romario Peralta.
Portia Dixon.
Atar Bachma.
Jimena Ruiz Pimentela with honors.
Marco Flamenco with highest honors.
Anquanisha Porter.
Janet Jarro with highest honors.
Sergio Chamorro.
America Castañeda with highest honors.
Obioma Akpar.
Jessie Guadalupe Rodriguez with highest honors.
Monique Sanchez with highest honors.
Cristian Munguia with highest honors.
Rosalba Pantoja.
Maria Sobalbarro.
Lauren Jimenez with highest honors.
Marta Campos with highest honors.
Tatiana Flores with highest honors.
Isabela Mercedes Cress with highest honors.
Edgar Campos with highest honors.
Raymond Garcia.
Carlos Lopez with highest honors.
Francisco Lozano with honors.
Daniel Silva with highest honors.
Luis Vergara.
Jesus Areola Resendiz with highest honors.
Cynthia R. Yepes.
Jillian Marie Tapel with honors.
Jessica Miranda with highest honors.
Bernadette Martinez with honors.
Ruby Zuniga with honors.
Catherine Callejas.
Melissa Moreno. Woo!
Jessica Prophet with highest honors.
Celeste Calves Prado. Woo!
Carol Madrid with honors.
James Vasquez with honors.
Erica Trujillo with highest honors.
Manuel Favela with highest honors. Woo!
Maria Sonia Gonzalez Esparza with honors.
Giovanni Hernandez. Woo!
Sharon Whittle.
Angelica Fregoso with highest honors.
Jocelyn Castro with honors.
Jacqueline Mendez with honors.
Fabiola Avila.
Jonathan Iniguez.
Candace Rasmussen with highest honors.
Martha Godoy. Woo!
Cynthia Elizabeth Luis.
Joanna Cano with honors.
Oscar Dominguez.
Mark Calderon with honors.
Mario Perez.
Leslie Duran.
Trevor Bessie.
Karen Magaña.
Ariana Diaz with honors.
Jeanette Ornelas.
Nadine Agredano with honors.
Elizabeth Briseño.
Mesapaniti Barbie.
Raven Varela.
Rhonda Brown Palacios with honors.
Javier Reyes with honors.
Shane Cook.
Leslie Payan.
That's right. Jesus Delgado Sanchez.
Rachel Ogas Campos.
Divina Escalera.
Abigail Martinez with highest honors.
Vanessa Romero with honors.
Uma Karki with highest honors.
Sandy Arriaga.
Romy Maharzen with highest honors.
Lucila Nunez.
Jacqueline Sendejas.
Anisa Avalos.
Daisy Jeanette Gomez.
Araceli Torres.
Heather Merchberger with honors.
Crystal Huber.
Priscila Tinoco.
Alejandra Altamirano with honors.
Yesenia Herrera.
Rosa Alvarez Duarte with highest honors.
Marisol Fernandez. Woo! Oh, with highest honors.
Vanessa Larson.
Salvador Gallardo with highest honors.
Anna Salcido.
Brenda Guardado.
Cynthia Lopez.
Francisco González.
Esmeralda Ceballo with highest honors.
Evangeline Noriega.
Joshua Salcido.
Melissa Okita Dubon with honors.
Estefania Daza
Margarita Estrada with honors.
with honors.
Lilia Hernandez.
Elisa Prather.
Anabela Gomez Garcia with honors.
Feli Ruth Ramirez.
Karina Fabiola Andrade with honors.
Enrique de Avila with honors.
Sean Sevilla with highest honors.
Melanie Claudia Salazar Villalta with honors.
Neha Malhi with highest honors.
Luz Zuniga with highest honors.
Hernan Rivera Gutierrez with highest honors.
Brianna Ramirez.
Isabel Fabian.
Lorena Alvarez with honors.
Evelina Rodriguez.
Lorraine Ramirez.
Alma Juárez.
Emily Barrientos with honors.
Lisbeth Flores.
Jasmine Banks.
Daniel Boros with honors.
Aisha Cooks.
Leslie Reyes with highest honors.
Anna Jaslyn Sarabia.
Erica Stacy Linares.
Alexandra Sosa with highest honors.
Alyssa Johnson.
Court Anthony Barker with highest honors.
Laura Erika Gaitan.
Samuel Valenzuela Jr.
Carla Carcano.
Edgar Muñoz.
Valerie Laredo.
Ricardo Castro.
Erika Lopez with highest honors.
Alejandro Arevalo with honors.
Sofia Salas with highest honors.
Pierre Francois with honors.
Eng Nguyen with honors.
Marlene Conde.
Seila Wu with highest honors.
Jay Aguillon.
Melissa Contreras.
Ahmad Shaheen.
Curtis Wainaina.
Michael Espejel with highest honors.
Eugene Leduc with honors.
Catherine Castellanos with highest honors.
Timothy Sloan Jr. with honors.
Luz Sesmas with highest honors.
Monica Giselle Bautista with honors.
Daisy Castellanos with honors.
Angela Victoria Hernandez.
Louis Lugo with honors.
Matthew Ramos.
Alberto Castanedo with honors.
Thomas Willett with honors.
V. Pham.
Anna Estes.
Wendy Iliana Fuentes with honors.
Nadiali Cortez with highest honors.
April Sandy Rose de Guzman Ramos.
Cici Angel Ortiz with highest honors.
Stephanie Perales.
Jasleen Michelle Mesa with highest honors.
David Bruce Zamora with honors.
Cecilia Rivera with highest honors.
Jesus Samuel Beza.
Jasmine Lopez with highest honors.
Jacob Chavez.
Ignacio Carrasco.
Sylvia Ramirez with honors.
Jose Pinelo.
Daniel Isaac Martinez with highest honors.
Alexis Rivera.
Crystal Williams.
Sebastián Ábalos.
Salman Castillo.
Justin Andrew Castro.
Rosalie Oliva.
Victor Charles Ortiz Jr.
Antonio Sanchez.
Esteban Fuentes. Ariel Hill with honors.
Juan Johnny Reyes.
Mario Muñoz with highest honors.
Brianna Reyes with honors.
Omar Reyes.
Roxana Salazar.
Servando Burciaga.
Nicole Danielle Bonet.
Andrea Petro.
Alicia Parra.
Anthony Ray Boyce.
Bianca Pereira Torres, highest honors.
Cristian Muñoz, highest honors.
Luis Mendez with honors.
Andrew Manuel Gutierrez.
Alyssa Bojorquez with honors.
Jeremy Cifuentes.
Naomi Hannah Quilada Ses with highest honors.
Juan Alfredo Rodriguez.
Ivana Woodard with honors.
Andres Robles.
Rohan Keaton Jaswani with highest honors.
Manuel Salas with highest honors.
Rocio Velasquez.
Damian Motley.
Daisy Tirado.
Wayne Morris with honors.
Raquera Chadwick.
Yesenia Martinez Murguia with honors.
Keela Stewart.
Alex Madera.
Stephanie Herrera.
Lacey Maddox with honors, with highest honors.
Alejandra Larios.
Betty Hanna.
Giselle Gramajo.
Stephanie Navarro.
Nicole Velasquez with honors.
Damaris Hernandez.
Ileana Resendiz with honors.
Agustín Fernandez.
Laura Rosen with honors.
Ángel Mireles.
Michelle Clote with honors.
Cesar Mendez with honors.
Kirsten Weston.
Herman Gutierrez with highest honors.
Araceli Martinez with highest honors.
Marilyn Garcia with highest honors.
Leoniva Few with honors.
Andrea Avila.
Otto Rene Hernandez.
Amanda Lidia Chaides.
Brittany Lemansky.
Giselle Martinez.
Michael Delgado with highest honors.
Hey Yan Lee.
Edgar Ramirez.
Isaac Jose Urtez with honors.
Carlos Holguin with honors.
Armando Ibanez with honors.
Ariel Elviera Martinez.
Adriana Rodriguez.
Sinaí Kenya Franco with honors.
Antonio Rizo Lara.
Henry Lares.
Jessica Ponce.
Luis Puquirre.
Jasmine Rios.
Maria Diaz.
Gian Malari with highest honors.
Alan Rios.
Nayeli Cepeda.
Jaleesa Easley with
Kimberly,
honors.
Kimberly Zarate.
Albert Chang.
Aliana Carrasco.
Ruby Chang with honors.
Megan Victoria with highest honors.
Jasmine Gertz with honors.
Elizabeth Cortez with honors.
Erica Hadegi with honors.
Evelyn Delgado. Woo!
Maria Bisuti.
Arturo Hernandez.
Mariano Bernal.
Stephen Lynch with honors.
Jaime Martinez.
Eliza Koo with highest honors.
Eugenia Martinez with highest honors.
Kyla Crisologo with highest honors.
Denise Jones with highest honors.
Don Williams Mercado with honors.
Akilai Shikaruva with highest honors.
David Lohr with highest honors.
Vanessa Preciado with highest honors.
Vanessa Moreno.
Daniel Cornejo.
Hannah Martel with highest honors.
Jairo Chavez with honors.
Christian Palma with honors. Woo!
Son Lorenzo Luis Ong with highest honors.
Alicia Guerrero with honors.
Ariel Hernandez.
Burmica Dubriaga.
Darius Poston with honors.
Justin Costello.
Delicia Johnson.
Matthew Valenzuela with honors.
Andrea Cervantes Sanchez.
Giovanni Marquez.
Juan Luis Fruta Sandoval.
Isael Corona with highest honors.
Victoria Estrada with highest honors.
Citlali Guzman.
Christiana Gastelum.
Roy Aiden Martinez.
Vanessa Sanchez Soto with highest honors.
Adriana Rodriguez Centeno.
Liliana Vanessa Frasca.
Yasmin Castillo.
Veronica Valdez with highest honors.
Angelica Prado.
Leslie Pedrosa with honors.
Jocelyn Serna Peña with honors.
Jasmine Rodriguez.
Kimberly Ramos with highest honors.
Miriam de la Rosa with highest honors.
Lucille Grace Ortiz with honors.
Sarah Cruz Baldos with highest honors.
Berenice San Martin Mejia.
Angelica Linao with honors.
Hong Wan To Nguyen with honors.
Alan Martinez with honors.
Christian Perea.
Nimaka Igwe.
Laura Perea.
Karen Narvaez with honors.
Brenda Rosales.
Francisco Javier Alejandro Romero.
Kathy Bolivar.
Cristina Hernandez with honors.
Ashley Leyva.
Karina Ortiz.
Luis Chicas with honors.
Dulce Jimenez.
Matthew Getzi with honors.
Chantel Gomez.
John-Luc Fuentes.
Elizabeth Dahlstrom with honors.
Francis Samaniego.
Graciela Avalos.
Donald Chukudi Uti.
Gabriela Nunez.
Cody Okafor with honors.
Brenda Aguilar.
Lynette Boyd with honors.
Gloria Gamboa.
Naomi Nay Galloway.
Jacob Copey with honors.
Marisela Vargas.
Dulce Ponce with honors.
Elizabeth Luna.
William Ruano with honors.
Brenda Celia Garcia.
Kenneth Tijerino.
Andrew Casillas.
Maurice Dowd with highest honors.
Jaslyn Castañeda.
Christy George with highest honors.
Derek Fuller.
Marina Quelada.
Olawale Olmoguye.
With honors.
Jubilee Muñoz Villa.
Javier Guerra.
Liliana Bruno de la Cruz.
Angel Ramos.
Adriana Contreras.
Josué Serrano.
Claudia Yvette Contreras.
Cindy Ramirez with honors.
Jamel Irving.
Araceli Quevedo.
Arturo Orendain Lopez.
Vanessa Granados.
Adnan Bouya.
Danielle Ayala with honors.
Venus Cruz.
Julio Jimenez.
Rebecca Roque.
Joshua Tellum.
Heidi Rouse with honors.
Stephanie Carrillo.
Amanda Astrokenyan with honors.
Viviana Ayala Rodriguez.
Alana Tony Banda.
Brian Manuel Chavez.
Thomas Casey with honors.
Ayla Aispuro with honors, with highest honors.
Jocelyn Flores.
Juan Valentín de la Torre with highest honors.
Robert Franco Puente.
Samantha Franco with honors.
Rocio Perez with honors.
Leticia Melena with honors.
Alexandra Narvaez with honors.
Adriana Noemí Aquino.
Yu Jin So.
Laura Aquino.
Kaja Bonner.
Vanessa Franco Rondon with highest honors.
Yvonne Montelongo.
Jose Doom with highest honors.
Clarissa Dantine with honors.
Eduardo Valenzuela.
Olivia Lillian Guerrero.
Kevin Riano with highest honors.
Terry Marker with highest honors.
Jonathan Galicia.
Victor Molina.
Nicholas Sumabat.
Saraí Infante.
Woo! Brenda Vasquez with honors.
Celine Curiel with honors.
Brenda Martinez with honors.
Astrid de la Rosa.
Nayeli Jimenez with honors.
Joyce Montiel Lemos.
Rodolfo Sandoval.
Angelica Romero Ramirez with honors.
Mark Gill with honors.
Nadia Rodriguez with honors.
Jocelyn Conde.
Marilyn Julissa Cardona.
Rosario Paredes.
Kelly Hope Salazar.
Gabrielle Cruz.
Jennifer Ortega with honors.
Holly Nguyen with highest honors.
Melina Merritt.
Danielle Reeves with honors.
Adriana Martinez.
Nakira Stepter.
Emily Arellano with highest honors.
Adrián Aguilar.
Veronica Recinos.
Alex Rodriguez.
Tyler Warren.
Gabriela Chavez.
Kathy Alejandra Diaz.
Melissa Ramirez with highest honors.
David Renteria Acevedo with highest honors.
Stephanie Nunez with highest honors.
Richard Camacho.
Lydia Noemi Lavenant with highest honors.
Ami J. Papalera.
Zulema Martinez with honors.
Vanessa Cortez.
Catherine Lugardo.
Carlos Becerra.
Iván Orozco.
Dariana Porter.
Alexis Landa with honors.
Dan Dabasol.
Holly Anderson with honors.
That was with honors, by the way. Evelyn Jasmine Acedo.
Linda Donis.
Thomas Pop with highest honors.
Brianna Talmasoff.
Kauthar Azam.
Teresa Saraceno with highest honors.
Philip Herrera.
Cristal Iriarte. Wait. Wendy Tapia.
I think you forgot your pencil.
Carissa Crystal Garcia with highest honors. Jennifer Esquivel. Rosalba Favela. Catherine Margarita Leon with highest honors. Michael Denise. Akira Thomas with honors. Sandra Beatriz Montaño Rubio. Amber Roa. Corina Rodarte. Christopher Ariola with highest honors. Lori Sandoval with honors. Gabriel Rial with honors. Elizabeth Medrano with highest honors. Gloria Meonos with honors. Tracy Pineda. Ronald Mauricio Trigueros. Zara Snowden. Andrea Martinez. Katrina Cabrera with honors. Sajira Fregoso. Karina Martinez. Sergio Domínguez. Poonam Kantola with highest honors. Graciela Gracie Espejo with highest honors. And last but not least, Christopher George Rodriguez.
Class of 2019, today you are here to celebrate a momentous occasion. You also join an illustrious group of Cerritos College alumni, many of whom are here today. If you are a Cerritos alumni, please stand and be recognized. Right. Thank you. You may be seated. Graduates, as you celebrate this day, remember, once a falcon, always a falcon. We hope you stay connected and keep us abreast of your activities and accomplishments because you are our greatest asset, advocates, and ambassadors. Please give back in any way that you can. We promise it will be one of your greatest investments, making a positive impact on this institution and on the community you love. Your continued involvement is always welcomed as it impacts the continued progress and success of your alma mater, Cerritos College. On behalf of the Cerritos College Alumni Association, we welcome and congratulate you, our newest alumni, on your accomplishments. Once again, congratulations, and at this time I welcome back Dr. Fierro to the podium to provide the Declaration of Graduation.
Thank you, Dr. Perez. Are you guys ready? I couldn't hear you. Are you ready? Now, it is my special honor to ask those candidates who are able to please rise and be recognized. As a symbol of your academic achievements, you may now signify that you are a graduate of Cerritos College by moving your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left side of your cap. Congratulations. What a special moment. So much pride and relief to reach this milestone achievement in life. Now I hope you will join me in thanking the many offices and individuals who planned this, produced, and participated in this evening's ceremonies, including Mr. Eric Draper for the address this evening, Dr. David Betancourt and the Cerritos College Concert Band and the wonderful guitarist and soloist. Our name readers, Professor Frank Vega and Counselor Rosa Carrillo. The Facilities, Grounds, and Campus Police Department. The Theater, Music, Media Services, and Graphic Arts Department. The members of the College Committee on Student Life, the commencement staff and volunteers, and Dr. Elizabeth Miller and the staffs of the Division of Students Affairs. Also, a very big note of thanks and respect to all of you, the family and friends who work with these graduates and all of us to get us to this wonderful point. We are proud to be part of your community and have been honored by your presence here. Again, thank you. Muchas gracias. Now I may ask that everyone remain seated while the President's Party begins the recessional from the stage, followed immediately by the graduates and faculty. Graduates will receive their diploma covers at the end of the recessional. Family and friends, please exit the stadium using the same gate you used to enter, and meet graduates outside the gates in the area behind the stadium press box. Una vez más, felicitaciones, and thank you for being here. Congratulations, class of 2019. You did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Once again, thank you for attending this evening's ceremony. Please exit the stadium and meet the graduates outside of the stadium gates. Drive safely. Good night.
Damas y caballeros, su atención por favor. Una vez más, gracias por asistir a esta ceremonia. Favor de salir del estadio para reunirse con los graduados afuera de las puertas del estadio. Conduzcas con seguridad. Buenas noches.